Bioelectronic devices. The integration of biomolecules with electronic elements to form multifunctional devices for real-time diagnostic and monitoring of diseases has driven wonderful developments in sensors and particularly in biosensors. Biosensor can integrate portable and implantable devices and be used in biological and biomedical systems. The first reference to bioelectronics, published in 1912, focused on measurement of electrical signals generated by the body, which is the basis of the electrocardiogram. In the 1960s, two new trends in bioelectronics began to appear. One trend, enabled by the invention of the transistor, centered on the development of implantable electronic devices and systems to stimulate organs. Bioelectronics is the application of electronics to problems in biology, medicine, and security. This includes electronics for both detection and characterization of biological materials, such as on the cellular and subcellular level. Bioelectronics also focuses on physically interfacing electronic devices with biological systems. BioStim is a bioelectronic device for bone growth stimulation. BioStim is the most reliable technological solution to activate and enhance bone healing. It is recommended by orthopedic surgeons in all those conditions in which osteogenetic activity is weak. BioStim is a generator of pulse electromagnetic fields, PEMF. Clinical efficacy is related to the use of a focused osteogenetic signal able to double the speed of bone formation. Osteogenetic signal administration modes. BioStim technology allows to focus the osteogenetic signal on the target area easily and precisely. The use of 9 different coils, applied part, and 4 different amplitude signals results in 36 different treatment modes that required to keep efficacy in the different skeletal bones. The coil is positioned over the bone area to be treated, not necessarily in direct contact with the skin, but it can be used in the presence of cast, internal or external synthesis devices, or implants. Treatment is carried out 8 hours per day, not necessarily consecutively, preferably while sleeping at night. Bone healing enhancements depends on the properties of the electrical signal. The presence of a fracture alters the bioelectrical activity of the bone tissue, giving rise to lesions, currents, biopotentials that promote activation and expansion of the osteoprogenitor cells. The characteristics and intensity of the lesion currents are known, and they control the preparatory osteogenetic activity. Exogenous electrical currents with osteogenetic properties are used to enhance bone repair. BioStim SPT, an individualized treatment bone growth stimulator, widely used through Europe, and the use of 9 different types of coils, each of which can be supplied with 4 different amplitude signals, give a total of 36 treatment modalities. This ensures that the signal is always focused and osteogenetic on the site to be treated. BioStim SPT has been developed for individual patient treatment. Bone healing enhancement is obtained when BioStim SPT is used for 6 hours per day, not necessarily performed in one session. As a result, in 20 years, the international clinical experience has confirmed through multi-center studies the effectiveness of BioStim SPT in the various orthopedic bone pathologies. This accounts for the favor shown to BioStim SPT not only in Italy but also in Austria, Germany, Spain, the Netherlands, and United Kingdom. Efficacy documented in 20 treated cases, and the figure shows the distribution of the various pathologies created. The data are taken from a database of 19,690 subjects from IGEA archive. The values in brackets refer to percentage of successful treatments.
The next bioelectronic device is called the Premier Junior. Premier Junior is a high-voltage electron transfer with direct and non-contacting means. It is a broad-spectrum PEMF and discrete noble gas emissions. Premier Junior is also great for muscle and joint pain. Premier Junior is also portable while carrying case. The Premier Junior is also called photonic rejuvenation, energizing machine, immunizing electrification, and radiator. First, let me give you a brief history. The Premier Junior is an experimental electromedicine machine developed by biophysicist Dr. Thomas Vallon, based on the violet ray device, which is grandfathered by the FDA. The Premier Junior energizes the body in a very short exposure, lasting less than 1 minute. One can use the one to receive antioxidant electrons, which studies show will fight free radicals. Invigorating and disinfecting, many people use it every day to increase the resistance and relieve the pain.
Technical field of therapeutic electric antioxidant chlorine. The present invention relates to the field of electrotherapy, bioelectricity, bioelectromagnetics, medical electricity, and electromedicine. Particularly, the invention involves the novel implementation of self-powered electric therapeutic chlorine with the novel addition of embedded wiring in order to provide antioxidant microcurrent electricity delivered to the human skin at strategic acupuncture points using an integrated constant voltage, constant current, variable voltage, or variable current circuit. The present invention further comprises transcutaneous and percutaneous applications for electron delivery in microdose for health gain. Background of the invention of therapeutic electric antioxidant clothing. Historically, as far back as 1890, the American Electrotherapeutic Association conducted annual conferences on the therapeutic use of electricity and electrical devices by physicians on ailing patients. Some involved current flow through the patient with direct contact to electricity producing machines, while others were electrically powered devices presenting strong electric fields in the vicinity of the patient. The great electrical engineer Nikola Tesla states that one of the early observed and remarkable features of the high-frequency currents, and one which was chiefly of interest to the physician, was their apparent harmlessness, which made it possible to pass relatively great amounts of electrical energy through the body of a person without causing pain or serious discomfort. At first, only direct current devices were utilized in the medical doctor's office for relieving pain and vibrating female patients who were routinely diagnosed with hysteria. Tesla also correctly concluded that bodily tissues are condensers in his 1898 paper. A pioneering medical doctor in the 1960s, Robert O. Becker is most famous for his book, The Body Electric, Electromagnetism and the Foundation of Life, which gives an autobiographical account of his life's experiences with bioelectromagnetics, the science of using electromagnetic fields for biological benefits and effects. As documented in his book, Dr. Becker was instrumental in establishing the Chinese meridians of the body which connect traditional acupuncture points or skin pathways of decreased electrical resistance. This bioelectric principle has not been utilized in any medical or electrotherapeutic device to date. Dr. Becker also discovered a host of other bioelectric effects within the body as well, such as electrostimulating live regeneration in mammals. And lastly, abstract of therapeutic electric antioxidant clothing, a process for introducing therapeutic doses of electric antioxidants to the human skin with conductive portion intending for electrically conducting the skin, for applying direct current, pulse direct current, or alternating current electricity of various voltage and current levels, for conductive wiring fiber interwoven in chlorine, and for electronically controlling the doses of electric antioxidants in microcurrent doses applied percutaneously or transcutaneous to the human skin. A prepared embodiment includes the process for applying the cloth that is skin tight, with or without a control module embedded in the clothing, or optionally, a wireless and remote control module for administering the therapeutic doses of electric antioxidants to the skin of the head, feet, legs, hips, or upper torso.
The next bioelectronic device is the biocharger. So after Tesla died, his work was continued by his protege, Dr. Elvin Cruz, who conducted research with Tesla in the mid to late 1930s, investigating the separation of non-ferrous metals from mineral sources using applied pulsed electromagnetic fields. After studying the Tesla literature, James Girard, the inventor of the biocharger units, located Dr. Fitz, a friend, and conducted him. After some discussion, Dr. Fitz agreed to let Girard live and study with him. Girard lived and worked with Dr. Fitz in Texas for a period of 6 months, from the fall of 1988 to the spring of 1989. During this time, Girard absorbed as much as he could from Tesla's colleague. After studying firsthand with Tesla's protege, witnessing remarkable inventions and reviewing the research literature on electrotherapy and the MWO, James Girard designed the biocharger unit as a Tesla coil wired in series with novel gasified low vacuum tubes. He added the unique Rodin-Torrid coil half capacitor terminal to the top of the device. This variation of Tesla's disruption coil design enables the biocharger unit to function as a more powerful transmitter. This design consideration is important in our attempt to non-invasively transmit electromagnetic energy to mitochondria to induce currents and to drive ATP generation. The biocharger's transmitted energy stimulates and invigorates the entire body to optimize and improve potential health, wellness, and athletic performance. It is completely non-invasive and has proven to restore strength, stamina, coordination, and mental clarity. The subtle energy released by the biocharger can impact your overall health and vitality on a day-to-day basis. In relief, for those who suffer from chronic, frequent, or recurring physical or emotional discomfort, the biocharger energizes weakened cells and revitalizes the body's natural magnetic energy to align mind and body, which helps to restore health and wellness. For recovery, whether you're recovering from a hard workout, an injury, stress, or the bumps and bruises of everyday life, the biocharger platform will allow you a quicker bounce back. For flexibility, a key component to good physical health and injury prevention is flexibility. Yoga, stretching, and other exercises all contribute to increased flexibility. Just as the biocharger helps to accelerate muscle recovery and reduce stiffness in joints, it also contributes to improve mobility and flexibility. And for comfort, as we get older, we accumulate aches and pains that make it tougher to face each day with the energy and stamina we had when we were younger. Using the biocharger for just 5 to 15 minutes per session, it helps to revitalize your body and makes life easier to tackle. For energy is a key ingredient to giving 100% on a daily basis. The biocharger will revitalize your body to perform at peak levels and have you bouncing out of bed. And lastly, happiness. When your body and mind feel rested, aligned, and ready to go, your well-being adds to your overall happiness. The biocharger will give you the positive energy you need to face each day with a smile.
A pacemaker is a small device that's placed in the chest or abdomen to help control abnormal heart rhythms. This device is used to treat arrhythmias, which are problems with the rate or rhythm of the heartbeat. This device uses electrical pulses to prompt the heart to beat at a normal rate. Now, if you're wondering, what are the electrical pulses I'm talking about? The heart has its own internal electrical system that controls the rate and rhythm of the heartbeat. With each heartbeat, an electrical signal spreads from the top of your heart to the bottom. Each signal normally begins in a group of cells called the sinus node, or sinoatrial node. As the signal travels, it causes the heart to contract and pump blood, and it coordinates the timing of the heart cell activity. Now, what are the components of this device? It contains a battery which lasts for 8 years, and this is where the energy to deliver electrical impulses that stimulate the heart come from. There is also some circuitry on it, and it controls the intensity of the electrical impulses delivered to the heart, and these two are sealed inside the metal case. Then, a connector block which provides the connection between the pacemaker and the leads. The lead, which is an insulated wire that carries electrical impulse to the heart. It also carries the information about the heart's natural activity back to the pacemaker. A pacemaker has two essential tasks: pacing and sensing. Pacing means that the pacemaker paces the heart in case the heart's own rhythm is interrupted, irregular, or too slow. The type of pacing done depends on your heart condition. The doctor will prescribe which chamber should be paced. Pacemakers are designed for either single or dual chamber. In single chamber, the pacemaker senses electrical activity in either the atrium or the ventricle, and it determines whether the pacing is needed or not. In dual chamber, the pacemaker senses electrical activity in both the atrium and the ventricle. Then, on the other hand, sensing means that the pacemaker monitors the heart's natural electrical activity. The pacemaker senses that your heart has a natural heartbeat. It will not stimulate the heart. And that's all for the bioelectronic device called pacemaker. Thank you.